Today, we are going to be talking about how to monetize YouTube channels. And through this process, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be pulling random channels from the live stream today, and we're going to be looking at them and giving them tips and advice on ways that they can better monetize or ways that they can just monetize in general. Now, when it comes to making money from YouTube or making money on YouTube through your content, the idea is to make sure that you have everything on your channel set up properly and that you're not missing opportunities, because there are a ton of ways that you can make money on YouTube. But during this live stream, we focus on the core ones, and we actually look at all different types of channels, and we figure out how that each channel can implement some of the monetization options that are outside of YouTube ads. So the things that we're going to be talking about today, you don't have to be in the YouTube partner program for, because we're talking about everything except for on-platform monetization. So for example, we're going to be talking about affiliate marketing. We're going to be talking about digital products. We're going to be talking about physical products, providing services based on, your skill sets, things that you can offer, merchandise like shirts and things of that nature, crowdfunding, sponsorships, content licensing, and more. But basically, we go through the whole gamut on, different ways that you can monetize content. Now, when it comes to this, just as a heads up, regardless of the type of channel you have, you can make more money from your YouTube channel. So what I encourage you to do is skip through this live stream, because like I said before, we're going to be looking at different types of channels because it's just being pulled up randomly. So if you want to join us for these, we do them occasionally here on the channel, but for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be doing one every single week as well. So make sure that you show up for these so that you can learn how to monetize your channel if your channel gets chosen. So as we get into this today, I do want to let everybody know that this stream is brought to you by Uscreen, or made possible by Uscreen. This is a free thing that I'm doing with the support of Uscreen. Uscreen is an online platform that allows content creators to upload content natively to Uscreen and then offer that content for a fee to their viewers. So think of it like a crowdfunding on steroids, except the difference is you are able to provide extra content there, unique content, exclusive content that isn't like the same exact content that's on your YouTube channel, so you can offer new things. Now, a lot of popular options for this, of course, is if you have like a yoga or fitness channel, e-learning, teaching people anything, how to cook, how to do anything, health and fitness, arts and crafts, faith and spirituality, even kids content can go up here onto Uscreen, and of course, entertainment content. Now, a really cool thing about Uscreen, before we get into the content here, is not only can you set up a Uscreen store and you can charge money for it, but you can also, as a way to monetize, but you can also have apps that are attached to this, to where your customers, or your viewers essentially, can download those apps and they can take you with them wherever they are. They can get notifications when you publish new content. They can even join you on live streams directly from their app. Now, I've got more information about them that you can check out. I've got a link directly to Uscreen down in the description below, or of course you can go to uscreen.tv. And how this works, if you are just joining us, if this is your first time here, is we have a hashtag that I put into the this little giveaway tool that we use, and I pull that giveaway tool up on screen, and then I let you know what that hashtag is. You put it into the chat right here, and then when you put it into the chat, then whoever gets that hashtag, it's just going to randomly run through everyone, and then it randomly selects a hashtag, and then we pull up that channel. Now, keep in mind, as a part of this, there are a couple of rules, because you got to be qualified in terms of you have to be doing the thing in order to do the thing. So for example, you have to upload videos on a regular basis. So when I pull your channel up, you have to at least have uploaded a video within the last 2 weeks. On top of that, you need to also have your YouTube channel, just kind of best practices, right? Have some channel art in there, just be uploading on a regular basis, doing the whole YouTube thing. And the reason that I ask that tiny little ask right there is because during this conversation, we are trying to help as many content creators make money as possible. And if somebody isn't putting in that, that effort, then I want to make sure that I'm giving that attention to a channel that is putting in that effort, because they're the ones that, that really need that information right now, while the other ones are working on trying to get their channels going and getting the consistency down and things like that. So without further ado, first off, I just want to say what's going on. Everybody, I hope that you guys are doing great. Oregon Trees Gaming in the house. Doug Hewson, YT, traveling with Brian. What's going on? Girl in her passport. Nice to see you in here. So Eileen Smith, nice to see you as well. As a heads up, we're going to be doing a members. Hey, Jerry, what's going on, man? We're going to be doing a members only live stream here a little bit later today as well. So for those of you in the Facebook group, I just put a post in about that as well, just so you know what's going on over there also. So we are going to go ahead and get into the actual content itself so we can start, solving this problem of helping people make money on their YouTube channels. So the very first, or if you're just joining us, how this works is I put in a hashtag and you put that hashtag into the chat, and then it's going to randomly select somebody from that hashtag. So the very first hashtag that we are going to start with today is Uscreen88. So with Uscreen88, I just put it in there in the chat as well. So if you just put that in, and then once you put that in, then it's going to start collecting the entries right here. And as those entries are collected, once we get a nice handful of them in there, then I'm going to hit the draw option. Once I hit that draw option, then it's going to randomly select one of you. And then we're going to pull your channel up and we're going to, see what we can do to help you out in terms of, different ways that you might be able to make money from your content. Now, as these, hashtags are coming in, one thing that I do want to remind you of is, it's possible I might pull up your channel and get stumped. Or we could pull up your YouTube channel and figure out a way for you to make lots of money. So, because of that, we're doing all of this on the fly. Nothing is pre-planned or scripted. So because of that, you might stump me. I don't know. We're going to see. That's kind of the game that we're playing here. But I'm just letting a few more entries come in, and then we are going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and spin this here, so we can get your channel up. And one more thing as well is when I do pull up the channel, I also, try to make sure just really quick that it's like family friendly and stuff like that, because this is sponsored content and that's how I roll in terms of being family and brand friendly. So because of that, I just try to, make sure that the channels we're looking at are as well. Okay, so we got two more, and then I'm going to hit this button right here. And, 98, 99, here we go. One more. Where is it? Come on, give me one more. There we go. Okay. So here we go. So I'm putting this up on screen so that you guys can know that this is all, just a random thing. And then we're going to pull it up. So we got CraftTuber. Awesome. Absolutely love it. So CraftTuber actually hangs out in the regular live streams as well. So I'm super excited to take a look at their channel also. And CraftTuber, if you could just do me a favor and say something in the chat, just so I can know, so I can use that to kind of quickly hop over there if possible. Because right now I'm looking for your channel via YouTube search. I'm having trouble finding it. Maybe I need to put that period afterwards. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I just saw you pop up in the chat. Here we go. Thank you. And pulling your channel up now. And then we are going to bring it over here. Oh, your Minecraft tuber. Got it. Okay. So let's see here. So the channel that we are looking at, and it looks like, if I put it in here, there we go. The channel that we're looking at is called CraftTuber. And again, really quick, if you are just joining us, what we're doing is we're doing a monetization live stream where we're looking at channels and we're figuring out ways that they can make money. This is actually going to be our first gaming channel, I believe, that we've pulled up when we've been doing these. So this is going to be interesting to see what we come up with here. But this stream is sponsored by Uscreen. I got a link to them down below. Especially if you're an established content creator, you've got, some viewers that you're adding tons of value to, definitely make sure you check out Uscreen, because that's a great way that you can make money from what it is that you're doing. I'm working on something for you guys for that too. But okay, so the very first thing, let me go to your videos tab. So, ooh, you just hit the thing uploaded 2 weeks ago. So that's good. So right out of the gate, I'm just going to click into one of these, and I'm going to see what it is that you are currently doing to monetize. So this one's going to be a little bit difficult for me. I'm going to be honest, because, the whole thing is just Minecraft. So because of that, I'm just seeing, if there's anything that you currently have going on in terms of any monetization that you're doing, and it doesn't look like you are. So a few things to think about is, one is anything that you use to play your game, you can link to that as an affiliate. So if you are not familiar with the idea of affiliate marketing, what that is affiliate marketing is when you sign up for what's called an affiliate program. It's basically you sign up to a company that offers a product or service. You also have companies like Amazon, Walmart, things like that, where you can do this. And then you sign up for their affiliate program. Once you get the affiliate program, and just as a quick heads up, once you put that hashtag in, you don't have to do it again. It counts each person one time. So it doesn't matter if you put it in 10 times, it's still only going to count you one time, just as a heads up. But when you are monetizing this type of thing, a affiliate program is typically the default on YouTube, right? So the reason for that is because it doesn't matter what type of content you make, there's something that you can bring attention to as an affiliate. So for example, because you have this video description here, one of the things that you can do is you can sign up, let's say, for example, for Amazon's affiliate program, or if Elgato has an affiliate program, or any other, type of gaming type of thing. And then here, if you're playing this on a PC, then in that particular case, you can just list all your computer specs, all the different parts for your computer, those types of things on Amazon, and then you can link out to those. If you happen, it doesn't look like you're on camera from this particular shot, or actually as I'm going through the thumbnail for any of it, but if you were on camera, then in that case, linking out to maybe like your lighting kit or something like that that you use for other gamers that might be watching that might also make content. But in reality, the thing that you want to make sure that you're thinking about when you are doing affiliate marketing, and this is for everybody, regardless of the type of content that you make, when you are doing affiliate marketing on YouTube, you want to make sure that you are linking to things that are relevant to the audience that you are reaching. So for example, in this case, linking out to the PC and all the different parts for the PC, linking out to any controllers that you use, linking out to the headsets that you use, anything like that, and promoting that as an affiliate or bringing attention to that as an affiliate is one way that you can start making money right now before you even hit 1,000 subscribers on your YouTube channel. Now, how would that work? So what you would do is you would grab those links, right, from, let's say, Amazon, if you signed up for their affiliate program, or from, Walmart, if you signed up for theirs. And once you have those links, then all you would need to do is you would let the people that are watching your videos know that, you are using this particular controller, or that you're playing this on your PC or something like that, and just let them know that you've got links to all the stuff that you use down in the description. It's a way that you can kind of passively do it, but you do get the information in there, but it's not something that you're necessarily trying to, push on people. It's just like, oh, hey, by the way, if you want to see all the stuff I use, I got links down in the description, but anyway, let's see how far we can get in this build, right? The next thing that you could do in your particular case is you could do merchandise as well. That's a very popular thing on YouTube. Now, when it comes to affiliate marketing versus merchandise, a couple of things to think about is when it comes to merchandise, typically somebody will click on that because they're interested in the content creator, or if the content creator is wearing the merch themselves and the viewer sees that it's really cool, and the content creator, something, not just their logo, but something that is, maybe like something that somebody that plays Minecraft in this case would appreciate, a little inside joke, or, something like that, then you could have that type of stuff on the merch, and then you let people know that, that's also available down in your video description as well. You can use services like spreadshop.com for that, and it's completely free to set up. You can even build the designs themselves inside of apps on your phone, upload them over to Spreadshop, and then you can, use that as a way to monetize as well. So in your case specifically, as a gaming channel, we have two, different ways right there, in addition to ad revenue once you hit that threshold. But you can start making money from those two things right away if you just take action on getting them into place. Now, you also have digital products. So from a digital product perspective, if you are really good, because I haven't watched the videos, I'm not even that familiar. I know what Minecraft is, but I haven't went down the rabbit hole. But if you are really into Minecraft and you're doing some really cool stuff in your videos, then in that case, if you did want to print out not print out, but make like a PDF of some kind of, all of your best tips and tricks that you put together, and you could sell that for a low fee as well. And by doing that, that would give you a digital product that people could download for a fee. Now, with that, your conversions would probably be relatively low for the PDF in this particular case for Minecraft, just because there's so much content out there available for it. But for the people that are really into what it is that you're doing and the cool stuff that you're building, shortcutting that process for them is something that people will pay for. In addition to that, we talked about merch. You could also do things like buy me a coffee, where you put a link to buy me a coffee down there. It's just like, hey, if you're enjoying this content, here's how you can support the channel. And then a link to your buy me a coffee where people can just give you like a tip for $5 or something like that. And then by doing that, that's another way that you can also start increasing that, increasing that revenue. Now, one thing here that Mike W Productions mentioned is the problem with Amazon Associates is that they give you a time limit to make your first sale, and then they boot you and you have to reapply. This is absolutely true. However, when you start putting those links on there, like if you start spreading awareness that you have those links down there, then you should be able to make at least one sale within that 90-day period. But if not, then not a big deal. Then it just goes away, and then you reapply again, once you either get a little bit more activity, or you figure out a way to get, people down into your description more effectively. So those are just a few, right there in that particular situation. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull up another one, but that was cool, for a gaming channel. So let me go back over to here, and I figured out a better flow for this, by the way, for those of you that were here last time for this. So we're going to do another Uscreen hashtag, and let's do Uscreen 73 in this one. And how this works, if you are just joining us, is we are doing channel reviews based around monetization. So this isn't a channel review where we look at your, YouTube channel and we go through best practices and things like that. This is about making money from your YouTube channel. So the idea here is just figuring out ways, just brainstorming essentially is what we're doing together, is we're brainstorming on different ways that, you can generate more income from your YouTube channel outside of AdSense. And again, as you can see in the hashtag here, this stream is brought to you by Uscreen. It's made possible, I should say, by Uscreen. If you're not familiar with Uscreen, they are like your own Netflix, essentially, is how they set this up, or how they, kind of sell this, so to speak. But it's your own Netflix where you can upload, VOD content. You can also live stream into here, but basically you can create your setup in here or create your channel essentially in here. And then you can drive your viewers to this, and then they can subscribe for exclusive content. So Mr. Beast uses this with Vid Summit, so does Daryl Leaves. You've got, as you can see here, a bunch of content creators are using this for, what it is that they're doing. And this works for all kinds of different types of content as well. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pull this back up because we're at 94 entries. I'm just going to go ahead and draw it 96. And we're going to see who we got here and see if we can help somebody make some money. Oh, that was so close. Architectural sheet metal. Okay, True Crime with Alex. So True Crime with Alex, if you could say something here really quick, and I'm going to, in the meantime, while I'm waiting for you, I'm going to just see if I can find it on my own and make sure everything matches. Okay, I found you. You're good. So let me just drop you right into here. So you are doing true crime content. So this one's going to be fun. So when it comes to true crime with Alex is like, wow, sweet, awesome, cool, right? So hey everybody, this is Alex, True Crime with Alex. So you are doing true crime content. You're getting, a decent amount of views per video. You're hitting, that 1,000 threshold, pretty quick. It looks like, you had this one fall a little bit short, but some of these are getting, 3,000 views, almost 4,000 views on that one, 2,000 views after not being on the platform for very long. So that's fantastic. I'm going to click into your descriptions right now, and I'm going to see what it is that you are doing to currently monetize outside of ads. And it looks like you currently don't have anything. So because of that, let's start talking about what you could do. So in your case, since you are doing true crime related things, if there are any, and this one's going to be a little bit challenging for me anyway, but one of the things that you might want to consider here, and this would also be on the side of things, on the affiliate side of things, is through Amazon's program. And I think you can get the same exact thing through Audible because they're an Amazon company as well. But you can sign up for an affiliate program through them, and you can recommend true crime books or just books about crime or other books that you think your particular viewership would be interested in. That would be one way that you could monetize what it is that you are doing. So anything that you've read, anything that you've listened to, as an audiobook or something like that, you've been like, wow, this is really good. Then you could start linking to those specific, just pick, 3 of them or 4 of them and just link them down in your video description and just let people know, hey, I've read, these particular books and they're just super interesting, so on and so forth, and just let them know that they're down there, right? In addition to that, in terms of the true crime, people, I'm honestly not sure what else outside of merchandise that you could do here with the true crime. And by merchandise, it would be coming up with very clever, things that you would put on, t-shirts, hoodies, aprons, mugs, that kind of thing. And then you would just be wearing those in your own videos, and then you would just let the people know that they're available, down in the description. So through both of those things, you could essentially be trying to bring attention to books or other resources that you might know of that I don't know of that you could possibly promote as an affiliate through true crime, and then do the merch route where you, are not just putting like a channel logo or something like that, but you are thinking of things that people that are into true crime stories and listening to true crime stories, just things that they might enjoy based on your understanding of the nuance of that particular audience. In addition to that, crowdfunding, of course, is always a win in terms of, buy me a coffee or something like that, where you can drive people over to there. And currently, I'm going to assume that you are, in the YouTube Partner Program. And as part of that, just as a quick thing to think about is I see that you also do not live stream, at least based on, the tabs that you currently have on your channel. So if you're not currently live streaming, and of course, this is completely up to you because I know some people are comfortable with it, some people are not. But keep in mind when it comes to making more money from your YouTube channel, that if you do live stream, you might also be able to get some super chats as well, so that you can kind of add those to the bottom line, so to speak. Because super chats, even though, it might not look like a lot because you're getting $5 here, $2 here, $20 here, things like that, over time, it really adds up, right? So in some cases, you might have, one live stream where you make, a lot of money, and then another live stream where you don't make that much. But if you look at it over the course of the month or over the course of the quarter, it can add up to a substantial amount depending on exactly what it is that you're doing in your live streams. So, so because of that, I would consider live streaming just as one of the ways to do it. And that also kind of keeps everything, on YouTube as well. And typically we talk about during these streams about off-platform monetization, but just because I saw that you're not using that live tab and you already have the requirements for being in the partner program, I just wanted to bring that to your attention as just, one additional way that you could, make that available as well. So because of that, I would definitely, consider all of those particular things. And with sponsorships, I'm not really sure on that one just because of the nature of the content. I'm not really sure exactly, who to approach for sponsorships like this. But if you did know that, then putting together a media kit and approaching those companies anytime that you happen to mention them for any reason in your videos, then of course, tagging them on Twitter and LinkedIn and things like that to put yourself on their radar is definitely something to consider as well. So I wish I could give you more in your case, but these last two have been a little bit challenging on the channels that I pulled up here. But I wish I could have, on both of those, I wish I could, give better or more suggestions, I should say. But both of those types of content are, a little bit challenging when it comes to, monetizing. Technically, you could do, like, fun things related to it, like on your merch, having like a knife in there and, like things like that. I don't know. Just some things to think about there. Even how you have like the caution tape in your header, right? If you're like, okay, hey, I would like to do merch. What could I do? Even, just like caution tape or, something like that on there, or I love, true crime or, something along those lines. Just something that your community could connect with. Okay. So this next one here, and just as a heads up, if you are just joining us, what we're doing is we're talking about ways that you can monetize your content. Now, this is all on the fly. So we're brainstorming with each channel that pops up. So far, we've had a gaming channel and we've had a true crime channel that have popped up here. And I do want to let you know that for those of you that are just joining us, this stream is brought to you, or made possible, I should say, by Uscreen, which is a online course or online VOD platform to where you can basically have your content on Roku. You can have your content, through the different, streaming, apps like Google Chrome, stuff like that. You can also have like mobile apps that people can, download your content from, and you upload exclusive content into here, either, additional to the content that you're already publishing, or if you do any type of educational type of content, of course, then you can put that on here and you can just put it into like a course format, and you can do all of that through Uscreen, but you can try them out. I have a link in the description, or you can just go to uscreen.tv. So Uscreen is the best is the hashtag. That's how you enter. So this is all free, because of, Uscreen is hooking us up here. So just put Uscreen is the best. And I'm just randomizing these hashtags, but put Uscreen is the best. And all you have to do is just put it in one time, because when you put it in that one time, this system that I'm using, Streamyard's giveaway tool, it counts, it doesn't matter how many times you put it in there. It just counts each person one time. So just put it in there once. And then I'm going to hit this draw button here in just a second. And then when we do that, then what's going to happen is it's going to randomly pick somebody. So I know that there's a lot of people in here probably that would love to have their channels pulled up and, get some tips on it and things like that. But to keep it fair, for everybody, and to keep me off of the lam, I'm doing this Uscreen, or not the Uscreen, but the hashtag way here with the giveaway tool. So it just randomly, pulls you up. So here we go. Okay, so the winner here for this particular one is Love of Pets. Okay, so here we go. Let's look for Love of Pets. I'm going to be honest, the giveaway thing for me, like the giveaway tool, super fun. Like, it's exciting for me because I'm like, what's it going to be? Let's see here. So let's do Love of Pets and see it. Boom. All right, first one to come up. Nice. 102,000 subscribers. Good. So you got a following. This is fantastic. Okay. So let me get this opened up. Let me go and see what it is that you are doing currently. Okay, so you're already going off to Amazon. That's good. You're sending people off to Instagram and Facebook and to TikTok. So then you might be able to monetize, when you hit them with ads over there, which is good. Click here to subscribe. Fantastic. Okay, so let me click into one of your recent videos, and I'm just going to see what it is that you got here. So let me go into your description and see what it is that you are currently doing. Okay, so you're pushing towards Amazon. You're pushing towards Amazon here. You got to support me. So you're doing crowdfunding with a direct link to PayPal, which is good. You've got merch in here already, which is fantastic. You've got this to a bird store, which is good. Let's see here, YouTube, TikTok, other channel, other videos. Okay, fantastic. You've got this. Okay, good. Yeah, you're hitting all of the marks here. Fantastic. Good. Okay. So, hey, just a quick thing for you, by the way. So when it comes to like getting your content recommended, just as a heads up, so make sure that when you get the opportunity, when you are pinning comments, you can put things like this in there. That's totally fine. But just as a quick side tip for you, if you put links to other relevant content here, then you are increasing the exposure to that link, and people will click on that and they will go and watch another video. So just letting people know, hey, if you enjoyed this about the birds, check out this playlist. I got tons of videos like this, or however you want to frame it, and then try to drive people into that. And then you can, you'll end up, kind of multiplying the views across your content. And you should do that on all the videos that you publish and any videos that are still getting traffic now. Super important there, just as a way to, kind of amplify the traffic that you're getting. But, okay, a couple things. First is let me check out your Amazon store, and I just want to see what it is that you are offering here. Let's go. Okay, this is what I was going to say. So you're already got like bird cages and those types of things. That's great. Okay, so you're doing the affiliate thing. So you've got that covered. You've got crowdfunding covered. Okay, so next, let me see topically what it is that you're doing here, because this is fun and educational pet-related videos. So since you are doing educational videos, just as a heads up, I don't know if you actually train these animals also, like, training the bird, training the rabbits. But if you do, then, that does give you the opportunity to create a course like around your pets and how you've trained them and how you've taught them to talk, things like that. So, YouTube, of course, is going to have that functionality coming soon in terms of being able to have, some course things available right there on the spot, but it's all going to be right there into YouTube. But you can also, use like Uscreen for this or really anything else. But, that training material could be really helpful and valuable to some of the people that are watching your videos that are, looking for different ways that they can, train their pets up. Because a lot of people, when they think of like course related material on YouTube, they think to themselves like, oh man, well, nobody's gonna, buy a course from me because, I've got all this free content on YouTube. But in reality, people do. And the reason they do is because all of this is optimized for YouTube, for getting watch time, for trying to get people to that next video, things like that. And because of that, when you're putting this stuff together, you have to keep in mind the viewer experience, and you have to make sure everything's, snappy and, all of that. However, when it comes to a course, you can take each thing that you do, outline the course and say, if somebody's, wanting to teach their parrot how to talk, or their parakeet how to talk, then in that case, they would, start here with this video number 1 and then go to video number 2, video number 3, and so on. It doesn't even have to be a big course. It can just be a mini course or even one video that's just like a deep dive for people that are like really trying to figure out, how to do the thing that would, instead of having to waste all that time digging around YouTube, they would spend $20 to come in and just learn how to do it quickly, right? So I would definitely consider that with any of the pets that you do have. You already have merch in there, so you have that covered. You're already doing affiliate marketing. So one thing, just to mention here on the affiliate marketing side, let me go back into this video that we were looking at before. Here we are with Pickle. So when we are looking here at your Love of Pets Amazon store, okay? So one thing to consider here, because, you know, affiliate marketing, you have two things that you're dealing with. One is bringing attention to the thing that you are trying to bring attention to. The next is conversions, right? Like, okay, so I'm bringing attention to the links, but how do I get more people to click on the links, right? That's the challenge. So right here, just something to consider is right here, you have Love of Pets Amazon store, okay? Now, instead of having the language of Love of Pets Amazon store, one thing I would experiment with is changing the language of this. Change it to something along the lines of, you know, all of the, you'll find all of the, you know, pet products, including bird cages, you know, just list out, you know, just a small list of things, including bird cages, bird food, you know, this, that, and the other thing, here in my Amazon store. And then have that link there. And the idea is to let people know, instead of it being, hey, this is the Love of Pets Amazon store, it's, this is exactly what is behind this link, right? So if you're looking for these things, essentially is the idea, like if it's somebody that's like, oh, I did just get this bird, I'm trying to figure out the right cages and stuff like that, then they can see there that, oh, cages is on this list. Great, let me check that out. Or food is on this list. Great, let me check that out. And by doing that, you're just adding tons of clarity to what might be behind that link, and you're increasing the opportunity or the potential for somebody to actually click on that particular link. So because of that, I would definitely experiment with how you're putting the language here on that. And the reason for that is because, one, like Love of Pets Amazon store, it's good. It's informative. It lets people know, like, hey, you're watching my video. This is my Amazon store, right? But for you, you know what the Love of Pets Amazon store is, right? Because you built it. However, I'm looking at this. I'm not familiar, you know, with the content. I see that you're doing something with birds and rabbits, training them, I'm guessing. But as, you know, people are going through this stuff, for the people that do come down here into the video description, if you can add that clarity here, then you are just leveling everything up, because then it's like, hey, anything you need for your bird, I've got it in this store, right? So I would definitely make sure that you're doing that. Next is, you could technically, and this one, I kind of like to approach this one with a little bit of caution, because, you know, some people can do this, you know, efficiently in terms of building it into, you know, everything else that they're doing in their life. Other people, you know, it just creates too much. But if you were wanting to, you know, since you do educational type content, another thing that you might be able to offer here is, you know, like people can hop on a call with you for like 30 minutes or an hour for a certain fee, because they just got a bird and they just need you to take them through like a crash course in terms of, you know, just like a personal one-on-one. What are some things I need to know? These are some questions that I have about, you know, this bird or these rabbits that I have. You know, you clearly, you know, I see all the cages in the back, like you clearly have birds, so you have experience. So, you know, by doing that and offering that service, that is something that people would also, pay for. So I would definitely consider that as well. One more thing to keep in mind here, and this one doesn't have a lot of views on it, I'm going to guess, is because it's such a short video, especially nowadays with YouTube Shorts being available. So one thing, just as a quick side note, is if you are going to make your videos short like this, you might want to consider YouTube Shorts for these short videos. And the reason for that is if you do them vertical, you toss them in a YouTube Short, I think you might be giving yourself a lot more potential than what it is that you're doing here by putting them up as, you know, 16:9 long form, or not long form, but, you know, just regular, I'll just call it that, regular ratio content. I think these videos in particularly, because this one's 50 seconds long, I think this would be way better as a short. So I would experiment with that as a quick side note as well, just in terms of views, you know, growing the channel, things like that. But another thing as well is, you know, you are serving people that are into animals. So because of that, you know, you have, you know, a decent sized channel right now. The average view counts aren't, aren't that high, but once you start taking some of these shorter videos, putting them into like YouTube Shorts, and if you can get the average view counts just a little bit higher, and by a little bit higher, I mean, try to get them to, like 3,000 views a video. Technically, you could still do it now. You would just charge a lot less for it. But if you can get to like, 2,000, 3,000 views per video on average, then in that case, I would start reaching out to some of these companies that you're promoting on Amazon. Like if you are driving affiliate sales currently and you can show that and you have that information, then you can try to create some relationships with some of these companies that you're already promoting their products on Amazon and see if you can get some type of sponsorship to like at least maybe get free food for your birds. So that'll either cut down on your costs or free bird cages, things like that, or so that you can, charge a fee for it and then get money on top of, what it is that you're currently doing as well. One more thing as well, just as a quick heads up, and this is an opportunity here, is right here you have Meet My Pets, all 44. Oh my gosh, you have 44 pets? Are these all birds? Holy moly, that's awesome. Oh, you got dog, you got all kinds of stuff. Okay, this is cool. So one thing oh, you've already got it here. Okay, fantastic. Yep, I was about to say to make sure that you do have your link to your store here, but this right here is another opportunity for non-subscribers. Instead of, Love of Pets Amazon store, this is a perfect example of where changing the language of that store would help grab more attention to it and help people click on that more because of the clarity that you would add to it. So I would definitely consider experimenting with that and see if that makes a difference for you. Okay, so hopefully that was helpful. Let's see here. So next up on our list, Player is Boring. Thanks for the super chat. Says, I get a lot of people that watch the thumbnail but never click on it. What am I doing wrong? So right now we're doing monetization conversation only. That's what this stream is about. But just really quickly, if people are watching the hover but they're not clicking on it, then in that particular case, your title. I would work on your title. Like if you are getting people to hover but nobody's clicking, then in that case, I would definitely work on your title because, when they're watching that initial, preview, they're getting some information, but they don't get the full story. Whereas your title can help compel them to actually click on it to see the content itself, right? So I would definitely work on your, titles in that case, because your thumbnails are getting them to stop, right? So you're doing that, but now you got to compel them to actually click. Hey, Staban, what's going on, man? So let's see here. So next up on our list here, we are going to hop back into this giveaway tool. And if you're just joining us, what we're doing is we are talking about how to make money on YouTube. So we are pulling up random YouTube channels here out of the chat, and we are, and we are looking at their channels, and we're trying to think of, how they can monetize what it is that they are doing. And this is all brainstorm. We're just kind of doing this on the fly. Just trying to help people out, trying to help people make more money with what it is that they're doing on YouTube. So let's see here. So next up, let me get the giveaway tool going here. And really quick, Baking with Charlene says, how do you create merch? So really easy. So first, you need a place where people can get the merch itself, right? So when it comes to merch on YouTube, merch is print on demand. So what that means is anybody can create a merch store. Anybody that's in chat right now, anybody that's here, you can create a merch store for free. So you can go to spreadshop.com, create your merch store there. And then what you have to do is you have to make a transparent image that you can upload to that store. So you can do that in Photoshop. You can do that in Canva to make the image. You can do it in apps. A bunch of different apps allow you to do that. And you upload those designs to Spreadshop, and then automatically their system, based on the options that you choose in there, their system will just add it to mugs and add it to t-shirts and things like that. And then you can go in, adjust the sizing, adjust the placements and things like that in order to make sure that the end product looks the way that you want it to look and is the size that you want it to look and things like that. So when it comes to merch, it's pretty easy, and it doesn't even have to be complicated. It can be words. Like for example, I have one, it just says start now. And then I have a really small Niminati logo underneath that, and people buy that from time to time, right? So when I have another one that says, I think it's like add value, people get that one from time to time. So like when it comes to merch, you can do full-blown designs if you want, or you can just have words that would make sense, or be some type of insider things. Like in your case, because you're on baking, I love to bake. right? That's it. And then people, you know, see you wearing that shirt and they're like, oh, I love to bake too. Oh, that's great. Where do you get that? And you're like, hey, it's down in my video description. So then, you know, you spread awareness that way by, you know, wearing it yourself or just letting people know that you have it in the description. So our next hashtag here is Uscreen774. And if you're just joining us, just as a quick reminder, how this works, this is all free thanks to our sponsor, Uscreen. And with this, all you have to do, if you want your channel pulled up, is you put in the hashtag, and you only need to put it in one time. You put in the hashtag, in this case, Uscreen774, and I'm going to hit this little draw button right here, and it's going to spin and randomly pick somebody that put that in. Now, keep in mind, you only need to put it in one time because it counts each person once, and then once you have it in there, then you know, then we're good to go. So we're at 86. So just letting a few more come in, 99, and just waiting for it to hit that over 100 spot really quick, 112. Okay, here we go. I need to get my drum roll sound effect back in here. So let's see here. Squared Phoenix Gaming. Okay, so we got another gamer. Okay, so here we go. So let me pull up Squared Phoenix Gaming, youtube.com, Squared. I always have trouble. I've always had trouble spelling Phoenix for some reason, just my brain. Okay, Squared Phoenix Gaming. That looks the same. Let me make sure that you are uploading on a regular basis, and you are. Okay, so here we are going to put up that, and let me close this and close that as well. Okay, so here they are doing gaming content, and we are going to see what it is that they're doing. I don't know if this is gaming or not. Hold on. Okay, so this looks like, okay, yeah, that's the game for Hogwarts. So they hopped on that. That's good. Let's see here. Hey, really quick, Love of Pets says, thank you so much. Your videos are so informative. I've learned so much. Thank you for the channel review. My pleasure. My pleasure. I'm glad that you enjoyed that. Glad you got some value out of that. Hopefully, you know, those little tweaks, you know, will make a difference in terms of, you know, the amount of people clicking on that link to where you can earn some more from the Amazon thing. And one more quick tip for you is Amazon's kind of the easy thing because, you know, everybody uses Amazon. So of course, as you know already, if somebody clicks on that link, they can buy anything within 24 hours and you'll make money, but they pay a little percentage. They pay a very small percent on the things that you sell there. So one thing that you might also want to experiment with is you might want to experiment with actually contacting the different companies that make the stuff and see if they have affiliate programs directly, because if you take that route, then you can usually get higher commissions as well. That's a tip for everybody here. So here, I'm just going to click and see what it is that you are doing currently for monetization. So let's see here, quick subscribe, your playlist. Okay, so you've got Patreon coming soon, buy me a coffee, no account needed. Fantastic. You're already on crowdfunding. That's a win. It looks like you're already linking to your streaming gear. Let's see here. You've got your, all of your computer stuff going. That's fantastic. So just as a quick heads up for anyone here that is an Amazon associate, currently, you do not have an affiliate disclaimer in your video description. So one, that's a requirement by the FTC that you have that affiliate disclaimer. And I'm actually going to, let me see if I can turn my bookmark bar on here really quick. Let's see, let me go down to, maybe it's the bottom. Yeah, I don't know where it's at. Anyway, so according to the FTC, you have to put an affiliate disclaimer in your description. In addition to that, Amazon themselves are very specific about the language that they want you to put in your description. You have to disclose that you are an Amazon associate and that you will earn a commission if somebody clicks on the links. And you have to make sure that you do not put the language of, this helps support my channel. If you put that, then you can lose your account because they look at that as incentivization. So just make sure that you go and get that link. If you just hop on Google right now and you look for Amazon Associates disclaimer, then, or affiliate disclaimer, then you're going to end up finding the exact language that you need to put. Just copy that, put it down at the very bottom of your video description, and then you're clear. But just make sure that you do that when you get the chance. But you're already doing this as an affiliate. You're already being clear on what it is that you are, what it is that people are going to see there. So in your particular case, the next step would be to, of course, just make sure you are bringing attention to the things down in your description, because a lot of content creators will put things down in their video description, but they never let people know that there's things down there. So one thing that you might want to do is pick something that you really like about your gaming setup, be it your graphics card, be it your controller, be it your headset, something like that, that you really like and that you really enjoy and that you really would recommend to a buddy if they were like, hey, I'm getting a new headset. What do you recommend? The thing that you would recommend to like a good friend of yours. Pick that and start mentioning it on a regular basis in your videos, and just start mentioning like, oh man, I just got this new, whatever headset, or, I've had this headset for a while. It's a workhorse. This thing's like a tank. I drop it all over the time, spilled stuff on it. I get sweaty in it, whatever, and it still works like a tank. I've got a link to it down in the description if you guys want to check it out. And by doing that, since you're an Amazon associate, what you're doing is you are raising the awareness that you have those links down there. And you're also creating that curiosity of like, oh, I wonder what that headset is. I wonder, how it compares to mine in terms of, the frequency range and, things like that. And people will click on that. And then if they buy anything on Amazon within that 24 hours, then you'll get, a commission on that as well. So definitely make sure that you do that. But next, let's talk about some other stuff. So another thing that you could do, let me see the other videos that you're making and see if I know they're all gaming. I'm just seeing if you're hopping from game to game or if you're sticking to one. Okay, you're hopping from game to game. So other things that you could do, because you have here how to break the HP limit. Let's see here, how to max attack stat. So you're teaching people how to do very specific things in each one of these games that you're playing. So another thing that you could do, if you chose to, and there's two different approaches that you could take to this. I'm sure there's more, but just a couple that I'll share right now. Is one, you could put together downloadable guides, and within those downloadable guides, you can't embed affiliate links there, but you can make a website and send people to that website through your guide. So basically what you do is you have either a free guide that you give away on all the different things that you found inside of Hogwarts Legacy. Hey, these are all the different things that I found inside of Hogwarts Legacy. I've got like maps in here. I've got all this stuff. Keep in mind, this takes work, but it's something you're selling. So of course, it is, because they need that value exchange for your time, right? But basically, put together, like, hey, here's the map. These are all the different things, that I found, this, that, and the other thing. I've got it available for you for $5. You can, download that, or you can give it away for free, but then have like a landing page on the actual PDF itself. And then on that landing page, it's like, hey, to upgrade your computer stuff, blah, blah, make sure you check out my website. And then there you would have a website that you would drive people to. They would click on that link, go to your website. And then on that is where you would have, you'd be sharing your YouTube videos there, but then you would actually link to a page that would be like all the gear and all the different stuff that you use. That would be links driving into your Amazon links. So I would definitely consider that. So Phenomation says, need some guide for the review hashtag. So what we do here, Phenomation, is I say what the hashtag is before we spin it. And I do a unique one before we switch channels, or as we switch channels. So as soon as I'm done with this particular channel, then we're going to drop another hashtag, and you just need to put it in once for anybody that's joining us right now. And then we pull up your channel and we, just kind of give some, tips on, or brainstorm with you on, different ways that you can monetize your content. But yeah, putting together those guides is definitely something to consider. I'm not sure with these. Yeah, I think the affiliate side, and I think like the guides, I think those are like the best bet for you. Another thing that you could do, just as hey, really quick, Smoke and Ivory says, could I sell my sheet music to my piano stems and all my songs? Without question. Yeah, without question you could. Some of them people will buy, because they'll be like, hey, I really want to learn how to play that. And then other ones, people will be like, I'm not really interested in that one. But if you do that for all the different songs that you have, without question. And another thing that you could do really quick for that one, Smoke and Ivories, is you could actually make like an entire thing, right? Like, hey, here's a whole book full of all the different songs that I've, written or whatever, and people could download those as well, technically. So these right here are are print on demand books, right? So in your case, really quick, and we're gonna get back to this channel here in just a second, but just because this question, and this, will apply to, a bunch of people here. So if you have information like that, like in Smoke and Ivory's case, they play music. So because of that, they can print out sheet music and they can make that available, or basically put it into a PDF and make it available for download. So a few different approaches they can take there. The very first is they can sell it directly, right? Hey, here's my store. Here's all the songs. You can buy each one a la carte. $2 here, $5 here, whatever it is you want to charge for it. $20, I'm not sure what that sort of thing goes for. And then you could also have like a bundle that they could get that would be an Amazon print on demand book. You would have to format it, for their requirements. And then they could literally get a printout piano book that would have like your, logo on there, things like that. You would invest a little bit because, you would need to make a cover for it and get everything formatted right, get your barcode, things like that. But at the end of the day, it would be an actual physical thing that they could set up on the keyboard, and then they would be able to, go through it that way. So definitely something to think about there. But in your case specifically, Smoke and Ivory's, you could set up like a Shopify store. On that Shopify store, because of the YouTube integration, I'm not sure how big your channel is, but once you get there, if you're not there yet, you could actually connect that Shopify store directly to your YouTube channel, and then your sheet music would be available right underneath your YouTube videos in a lot of countries. So that's, another thing to consider there also. But anyway, when it comes to, the gaming channels, the main things that I recommend, of course, is the affiliate thing, which you're already crushing on here in terms of, having everything set up properly, Squared Phoenix Gaming. But affiliate marketing, of course, the thing with the digital downloads. Another thing as well for Smoke and Ivory's and Squared Phoenix Gaming, for either of you, if you do guides of some kind, you also have the option to where you have one guide that you give away for free, and you do that as a way to get people on your email list. So to get people on your email list, you sign up with a service like Aweber or ActiveCampaign or MailChimp or something like that, and then you put your download behind the opt-in, which means that they have to go to a page, and you can get those pages on those services. They go to that page, they put in their email address, and in exchange, they get that download that you have available. From there, you have their email. So then you can start, let them know, hey, we got these new games coming out. Hey, I published a new video. So you can drive traffic back to your channel, which YouTube loves. In addition to that, you can let them know when you have, anything related to games. Hey, if you're one of those gamers that, your PC's lagging and you're having trouble doing this, that, and the other thing, I just picked up this new graphics card. It's awesome. You can check it out here, those types of things. So you can do that with all kinds of different types of content. But yeah, and then merch, I did not see merch in yours. So I'm going to guess, I'm just checking really quick just to confirm. Yeah, so in your case, I would definitely get some merch together too. So, right now, like the views that you're getting, right? Like you're not getting, like crushed with views right now. So you're gonna be doing a lot of work right now. And it's gonna seem like, man, I'm going through all this, putting in all these links and setting up my merch store and doing all of that. It's gonna seem like a lot of work right now. And it's gonna seem like it's for nothing because you're just getting started with this. But if you get all this stuff in place, as your channel grows, your income's gonna grow, right? So getting these things in place now is kind of like a long play, because every video that you publish, that video might get just a few views, or that might be the video that breaks out and gets lots of views and then starts driving traffic, all through your channel. So because of that, when you have all of these different ways that you monetize, you have all this stuff in place, that one video that pops can end up driving, a lot of activity on your channel, but it can also end up starting to put a lot of money in your pocket as well. So that's why, even if you're a new YouTube channel, you want to start, using some of these ideas. Next thing as well, typically I would say like sponsorships, would be another thing, in your case, but right now, because you're just getting started, I wouldn't worry about that, but I would do the things that you're already doing in terms of the affiliate side, and then I would add merch to your list as well. Okay, so now we're gonna do another hashtag. So if you're enjoying this so far, definitely give me a thumbs up on this video. This is kind of like the feedback mechanism that I use to make sure that you're getting good value out of what it is that we're doing here. And let me answer How to Automotive here really quick. Says, usually during the holiday season, my revenue spikes, but this year it stayed flat. Do you think it's me or something YouTube or economy? Yeah, It could be, you know, YouTube. It could be economy. I wouldn't say that it's you if you're still making the same, you know, content, but it could also be just saturation in terms of, you know, just more people. So during the pandemic, a lot of people came onto YouTube, you know, making content. So, you know, with every new person that's making content like you, those are more videos within the space that advertisers that are targeting, you know, very specific types of videos can get in front of. So then that can eat into your pie as well, right? This is why it's so important to think about off-platform monetization, like we're talking about today, is situations like this, right? Because, you know, you might see, you're like, hey, holiday season, where you get a big spike in sales, then we end up falling off there, but YouTube stays relatively consistent, or even in some cases takes a dip. And, you know, content dependent, you know, can rise as well. But, you know, it could be a lot of different things in terms of, you know, why it's down. Okay, so in this one, we're going to do, this one's almost a tongue twister. Squared Phoenix Gaming, my pleasure. Thank you for the super chat. Use Uscreen is our hashtag here. And how this works for those of you that are just joining us is you just put it in there once. And the reason I'm using Uscreen in the hashtag is because Uscreen is the sponsor of the stream today. And with Uscreen, they are a course platform or a video on demand platform where you can upload content. And you upload content and you make that content behind a paywall, essentially, to where people pay you for exclusive content. Entertainment channels use this, educational channels use this, music channels use this, fitness channels use this, all kinds of different types of channels. I'm working on something for this as well. Jeb Dovey, if you guys are familiar with him, because he does YouTube related stuff, he uses this. But a lot of people use this, including Mr. Beast. You know, Mr. Beast also uses this as well. But, you know, this is definitely something to check out if you are looking for additional ways to monetize your content. But you can check them out at uscreen.tv, or I've got a direct link to them down in the description below. And a really cool thing with Uscreen is they also will hop on a call with you and do a strategy call before you finalize everything, to where you can say, hey, I need to figure out the best way to, you know, kind of put a course together and present the stuff to my audience and all of that. They'll hop on a call with you and they'll help you figure it out. So so definitely check them out when you get a chance, either through the description or just heading, you know, directly over there to them. Day mentioned, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Excuse me. So next up on our list, we've got Master Builders. All right, Master Builders. This looks like a gaming channel, but we're going to see. Let me go here. Let me grab youtube.com and do Master, one word, Builders. Let's see what comes up. Okay, Master Builders. Here we go. Okay, sizable channel as well. 419,000 subscribers, getting a lot of views on your videos. Yeah, tons of potential here. So first, okay, you're sending people over to Instagram. Okay, so you are doing Legos. These are all Legos. Okay, so first off, really quick, just as a heads up. So when it comes to opportunity here, so as you can see, I'm not subscribed to the YouTube channel. And of course, you know, as you know already, getting people to watch content is the most important thing, but you're already crushing in that department. So because of that, for any of the videos that you have right here that you've chosen to put into the option for channels that are not subscribed, one thing that you can also do is you can mention here, check out my Lego store, and you can be an Amazon affiliate and just drive people directly there through this right here as well. Because in addition to your video activity, I'm sure you also have, just based on your view counts, that you have a decent amount of people flowing directly into your, directly into your channel page as well to see the other content that you have and all of that. So because of that, any videos that show up here, just having that small modification to where they'd be able to click on that to go check out your Lego store is definitely something to consider. Next up, I'm just going to see what else. Okay, is this all Legos? Oh, no, it's not. Okay, so you're doing all kinds of stuff here. So let me click into, let's click into this one. So this is also Lego. Oh my, okay. So a few things, you're missing tons of opportunities here, just as a heads up. Like massive amounts of opportunity you're missing here. So the very first, actually this is back in November. So let me actually go back to, let me hit your, oh, are you on? Okay, yeah, we're good. Okay, I'll go into this one. Okay. So yeah, you're missing tons of opportunity here. So first, and because of the amount of views you're getting, I have to bring this to your attention, even though we're focused on monetization here. So you need to be pinning on every single video that you publish. You need to be thinking about, okay, the person that's going to be watching this video, what's the next logical video that they would watch? What do I have on my channel, or what playlist do I have on my channel that the people that would be interested in this video would be interested in, right? And then you want to pin a comment right here, driving people into that playlist. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, check out this playlist, right? Check out this playlist full of videos just like this, or something like that, or check out this video, or watch this video next, something like that. And what you're going to notice is when you publish a video, a new video, and it's starting to accumulate views, if you go and you look at that other video that you pinned that comment for, because you have active comments as well. If you go look at that other video, you're going to see, because you have people that read comments and you have people that actually comment, you're going to notice that all the content that you are recommending down there, it's all going to get a bump. So basically, you're going to be able to take the views that you're already getting, and you're going to be able to add to those views. And another thing in your case specifically, because of the traffic that you're getting, is if you take this traffic and you start multiplying it, then these videos are going to do even better, because then somebody clicks on your video from like a home page, they come here, they're like, hey, this is great. They end up clicking here, watching more. The system's going to detect that those people are really digging your content. So not only is it going to be the immediate in terms of them just flowing through your content and watching more, but YouTube, if they start watching more of your videos, is also going to recommend them your content even more, which is like a long game play to kind of help balloon the whole thing up. So right now, as soon as you get the chance to, I would go into every video of yours that's still getting traffic, and I would recommend another relevant video or playlist here in as many videos as you possibly can. Next, you also have the opportunity here to bring attention to all merch you should have or be using an affiliate program of some kind, either something you work out through Walmart or something you work out through Amazon. But any of the kits or characters or any specialized kits that you personally use, start linking to them in your video description. Make sure that you put it in, because you're going to start sending a lot of clicks quickly. So make sure that when you are doing that, that you are also putting the required affiliate disclaimer down there as well. That's an FTC requirement. And any affiliate program that you use, some of them will have, specific language, but Amazon does specifically. So you want to make sure that you are linking to, or not linking, but you're putting that language there as well. But right out of the gate, in your case specifically, affiliate marketing, bringing attention to the actual, things that you're doing here, Legos specifically, is something that I would do. So Amazon has something called an influencer program. So you can make a store, and within that store, you can put all your favorite Lego kits. So like, for example, I saw here on your homepage, or on your videos page, I saw that you have this one here that's like the Star Wars one. I live in Thailand, so we get like all kinds of these like fake ones over here too. But like you can get them at they have these little like cheapy shops like at some of the malls, and you can get all these like knockoffs. They're kind of hilarious when you go and open them up. But like anything, right? Like here, okay, so this one's the Back to the Future one. So then linking directly, and I'm actually going to see if you have this one linked. Hold on. Build challenges. Yeah. So what you're doing right here, you're doing the right thing in terms of trying to get people to watch more videos. That's a win. But you're missing out massively. Like, I'm sure you guys are doing great on ads, but you're missing out massively on additional monetization. So because of that, I would definitely get affiliate links in place. Look into the Amazon Associates program. I would get that in place and just link to either directly to your store, and that's it, or the specific kit that you're talking about, or the one that you're putting together or reviewing. Make sure you're linking to those. And of course, in your case, merchandise as well. Now you can't use like the Lego logo and stuff like that, but there is anything like with your channel, like master builders, I would have merch around that. If you have a lot of returning viewers, I would also make sure that you are also just thinking of if there's any type of insider language that people that are into Legos use or anything like that. I would definitely make sure that you're also, adding those types of things, just the words, people will buy that too. So I would definitely, without question, get that stuff into place as soon as you possibly can, because you're missing out on lots of money there. When it comes to like physical products, things like that, I wouldn't necessarily go after that right now. But, you know, down the road, I mean, as you're, you know, progressing through this, I would consider, if you're not already, you know, trying to work something out with Lego to maybe like build your own sets or something like that you can bring attention to. Because the thing is, in situations like yours, like as your channel's rising, because you've hit this threshold now where you're starting to get like, you know, lots of views on your videos. So as your channel's rising, if you can keep that consistent and you can become like, you know, one of those major brands on YouTube that are talking about Legos, then you might be able to. And one thing, just as a disclaimer, is when I'm having these conversations about monetizing on YouTube, I like people to think like, okay, what's possible, right? So one thing that I want you to think about is, if you're right now, you're like, hey, this isn't something that I could do right now, but just to kind of put it on a back burner and just write it down on the list of ways that you might be able to monetize in the future, I would try to have those conversations with Lego. So I don't know if they're going this year or not, but Lego usually goes to VidCon, and they have like a booth that they set up there. So you might want to go there and like network with them there, or just start sending some emails back and forth, letting them know that you're covering their stuff, so they can either send you stuff to use so you can save money there, or so maybe you can start trying to work on like your own Lego set or something like that, just because you are, you know, doing well in the Lego space. I wouldn't really worry about digital products unless you have, you know, very specific, you know, builds that you do that are unique, in terms of like, hey, we didn't get a kit, but we built like this very unique thing. So because of that, we're going to put together like a PDF guide of our instructions how to build it. And then we're going to make that available for sale. So then, you know, it's like, hey, you can buy any Lego kit or this specific Lego kit. So you make money on that as an affiliate. And then you use this guide to actually build out, you know, this particular unique thing that we built. I would definitely consider doing something like that as well. But yeah, you're missing out huge here, in terms of just opportunity for, you know, for more, so to speak. So I would definitely make sure you get on that as soon as you possibly can, because, you know, just bottom line, like you'll make a lot more money than what it is that you're making right now, because YouTube ads, like you're making a lot. But like when it comes to spreading awareness and letting people know in the future videos that you're publishing, oh, hey, you know, by the way, you know, if you want to check this kit out for yourself, we got a link down in the description. The kids that are watching this and some of the adults that are watching this are going to be like, oh, mom, dad, like you know, hey, hook me up. You know, I want this kit. And then, you know, they'll end up making that purchase. So I would do that as soon as you possibly can. Roger Wakefield in the house. What's up, my man? Hope you're doing awesome. Thanks for swinging by. Yeah, definitely missing some opportunities there. And again, on any of the videos that you have that are still getting views, because you're pinning comments, so you're familiar with the functionality. Even here, where you're like, hey, do you use the brick separator in any of these ways? If not, what are the other ways that you use them to try to get that conversation going? Like, people are having the conversation, right? So you're fine there. But you can, if you wanted to, you can just add on to this. If you wanted to keep the question and say, hey, you know, watch, you know, these videos next, or hey, you know, we just built this. Okay, so here are other videos we've made about other Lego related tools, right? Because this a brick separator. So if there's other things like that, I'm not familiar with the Lego world, so I'm not sure on that one. But if there are other, you know, Lego related tools, then, you know, just saying, hey, you know, here are the other videos that we've made on Lego tools, or at the very least, these are our favorite Lego builds. And then linking to that playlist. And then that way, the people that are really into your content will be like, oh, these are the favorite ones they built. Let's check those out. The people that are really into your stuff. And then you'll start amplifying your view counts that way too. The Cutting Force Lawn says, just don't recommend the expensive one. No, even the expensive ones, right? Like when it comes to this stuff, right? Like, I buy a lot of stuff off of YouTube, me personally, just because, one, like if I'm, you know, going to purchase something, I like to, when possible, I like to go through a creator to, you know, try to get them that credit. So like, for example, if I'm getting like a piece of music equipment or something, like I'll look around for like reviews on stuff, and then I'll do that for the purpose of just supporting a creator on YouTube. So it's like, hey, I'm getting this, you know, machine thing. This thing's in my music production stuff, it's like a beat machine. I'll be like, hey, I'm getting this beat machine. This thing's like, you know, $800. Instead of just giving Amazon the $800, let me give a YouTuber some commission for this. And then I'll just look for a review on it. And then I'll be like, oh yeah, that was a pretty good review. So, you know, and then I'll get it through that person's link. So, you know, it doesn't matter if it's cheap, expensive, whatever, people will get it. So because of that, in your case specifically, yeah, you're missing out on tons of opportunities in terms of traffic and in terms of, oh no, please don't tell me you're not doing that either. Hold on. Oh man, I got to show you this too. So really quick, and again, this is one where we typically talk about, you know, just money specifically. But another thing that I really recommend that you do is on your videos, you're missing another opportunity here to amplify your views. I would definitely put at least one relevant video here that they can watch. And here you're trying to get them to subscribe to the YouTube channel, which is fine. But I would have this playing. I would tell them before you ask them to subscribe because you have returning viewers. So one of the things that I would do is I would say, hey, if you enjoyed this video, you know, we have a video on the screen that we think you would enjoy next, or, you know, these are our favorite Lego builds. If you're into Legos, check them out, whatever, and try to get people to click on that next video. If you can do that, then, and you can start, you know, doing that in your videos, then you're going to amplify everything it is that you're doing on your YouTube channel. Your views are going to start going through the roof even more, and you're going to start making a lot more money if you just get some of those things in place that I was just talking about. This is a great example of like, yeah, this is fantastic to look at. So yeah, you definitely get that stuff in place when you can. Like I'm looking at your channel and I'm like, money, 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 views, views, views in terms of the potential there. So yeah, I would definitely get some of that stuff in place when you can. So next up on our list here, we've got, let me go back to the giveaway tool. So if you're just joining us, how this works is I am pulling up YouTube channels and we're just doing random selections here on ways that basically we put in this hashtag that I'm going to tell you right here in a second. Once we put in that hashtag, then let's see here. Once we put in that hashtag, then what we're going to do is I spin it and then it randomly picks somebody from the chat. So if you are, and this is all free for you, this is all brought to you and made possible by our sponsor for this stream, which is called Uscreen. They are an online course platform where you can basically upload content and people will basically purchase access to the exclusive content that you have here. Technically, the Lego channel can use this as well. Definitely something to experiment with there as well, just for like exclusive stuff. But if you find that you have mostly kids watching, then in that case, this might be a little bit more challenging. They still have kids channels up here, but it might be just a little bit more challenging than you know, just like educational content or something like that. But you would still convert people just based on the scale that you're getting right now. But anyway, with Uscreen, you can check it out at uscreen.tv, or I have a link down in the description, of course, where you can check that out as well. So we're at 83 responses here. And just as a heads up, if you put in the hashtag once, you just need to put it in that one time. And then from there, hey, my pleasure, Master Builders. And then from there, just put it in once because it only counts each submission one time. So we're at 93. I'm going to pull it right here in just a second. 98. Okay, I'm drawing. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that was a good one. And we got Major League Unboxing. All right. So Major League Unboxing, let me pull this one up. Major League Unboxing. Okay, got it. And let me get this over here on the screen so we can get you taken care of too. So let's see what you got. Okay, so you're doing Major League Unboxing. So are you doing jerseys? Is that what you're doing? That's interesting. Hold on, let's make sure that you're uploading on a regular basis. You are, so that's good. Okay, so some of your views you're hitting, you know, like low count. Some of your views you're getting, you know, decent views on them. So yeah, so you're a little bit all over the place, but it's okay because you have activity and that's the only thing that you need in order to make money. So you're fine there. So let me just click into this one because it has 3.6 thousand views on it. Let me see what you're doing currently. Okay, so pick up the shirt here. I'm going to guess this is an affiliate link, redirect, video description. Okay. So yeah, so that's an affiliate link there. We're making all those available. Okay, so you're winning on the affiliate side. Pick the row cup around the corner. So one thing, just really quick, just as a quick heads up. So when it comes to your video descriptions, YouTube recommends that you, and this is just a quick best practice thing, YouTube recommends that you do write like a full paragraph there, just like, you know, just a few sentences. So just make sure when you are uploading your videos that you try to follow those best practices. Just put a small paragraph there. At the end of the day, your video content and the title itself and your thumbnail, of course, those do all the heavy lifting for you. But extra context is gained from your video description for viewers and the system. So because of that, I would definitely make sure that you are doing that. It's just a quick thing here. But anyway, so in your case, you're already doing affiliate marketing, so you're winning there. Other things that you might want to think of as well is you might also want to think of, you know, affiliate marketing through the Amazon influencer program and setting up a store, letting people know like, hey, these are all my favorite jerseys that are available on Amazon. I'm going to guess that you're doing some type of, you know, boutique type of unboxing here with what it is that you are, you know, putting together. But if not, if the things that you're doing are more generally available to the public, then in that particular case, if they are available on Amazon, then setting up that store would be like, hey, these are all my favorites. But it kind of looks like that's what's happening here because it looks like this is a store also. So you might be good here. Yeah, it is. It's a store. So I don't know if this is your whole entire store and you get a commission on anything sold here. If so, then you don't need to do the Amazon route. But one thing that you might want to think about is, in your case, the people that are buying these, you know, shirts, they might also, you know, be interested in hats as well, or other, you know, like, you know, sport related merch. So because of that, I'm gonna guess this place has it all. Hold on, I'm just kind of looking here to see if they just have shirts or if they have a little bit of everything. Let's see here. So let's go here. Okay, yeah, so you got t-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, headwear. Okay, so they got all the stuff here. Yeah, so you're good there. So just driving traffic here is fine. But one thing to keep in mind, you know, you're doing UK sports. So if you're doing UK sports, then yeah, you don't need to think of a global audience necessarily. But just make sure that for the people that are watching, you know, these sports, oh, you got like NFL, you got everything. So this is global too. Okay, yeah, so you're winning there on the affiliate side. So I'm not even gonna recommend Amazon. So you're already doing well on the on that side. In terms of the, let me close this one. In terms of the digital product side, for what it is that you're doing off the top of my head, let me look at the other videos you have, just see if there's any place that you'd be able to slide this in. Yeah, I don't really think the digital product thing would necessarily be a good fit for you because there's nothing really that I can think of outside of, you know, outside of just getting people on like a, outside of getting people on an email list in terms of like creating like a email opt-in through like Aweber, ActiveCampaign, MailChimp, something like that. And then trying to create some type of resource in terms of like, hey, if you're buying, you know, like a specialized jersey or whatever, you know, make sure you download my checklist of, you know, things to make sure you're looking out for to make sure they're legitimate or whatever the thing is. Any type of, you know, real advice that you'd be able to give in a relatively short form information, and just make that available for free so you can get people on the email list. And the reason for this is because people that are into sports are into sports. So when you're publishing new videos to YouTube, you can let them know, hey, got a new video, you know, just came out, blah, blah, make sure you check it out. You can also, when new jerseys are available in that store that you promote, you can also let them know, hey, such and such just uploaded a new jersey. So if you're into this team, blah, blah, blah. And you can also just, you know, have a little bit of banter with your audience through that email list as well, in terms of, you know, just providing other types of value content in terms of games that are coming up or, you know, anything that they might, you know, find of value. Putting together like an email list for that, or a newsletter of sorts. So then anytime you publish a new video, you can have those people coming in to watch that video, where you also have the affiliate link attached down in your description as well. And then of course, occasionally just dropping the affiliate link directly into that email as well. But make sure that you are looking at the terms of service for each thing that you promote as an affiliate, because some are okay with being added to an email list, others are not. Some don't want to be part of email campaigns and stuff like that. So just make sure you check the terms of service for that. When it comes to physical products, I think you're covered there. Providing services, unless like if what you're doing is super specialized, then in that case, being able to hop on a call, you know, something like that might be the thing. You said right here that The email list would be good for letting people know about discounts that come up. Yeah, that can be the whole pitch for the email. So basically you can say, oh, hey, by the way, you know, if you want to be notified of any discounts that pop up, make sure that you sign up for my, let's see, what could you call that? Make sure you sign up for my, you know, discount club. I've got a link to that down in the description. It's free. Just put in your email, and then anytime discounts pop up, I send out a broadcast to everybody and I let them know the discounts that are available. And then by doing that just by itself, over time, you'll be without question, you'll be able to generate tons more affiliate sales just by the people that, you know, because like when you're watching this type of content, some people are going to watch every video for a while. Some people will continue that for a long time, but you're also going to have people that'll just fall off, right? Like they'll, you know, end up watching something else and get into that more, and maybe they won't be checking into this as much, but they're still into jerseys, they're still into the sports. And then where YouTube maybe won't recommend your videos to them because they just don't respond to them as much. Maybe you've talked about a bunch of teams they're not interested in or something like that. That email is still going to hit their mailbox, right? So then in that particular case, that still gives you that touch point to be able to, you know, interact with them there. And then creating your own merch. Now with this, because it is specialized and it is, you know, like jerseys and things like that, just doing some type of really fun, you know, type of jersey type thing. I'm not sure if you can get actual sports jerseys through Spreadshop, but definitely something to look into. But if not, you might want to consider, you know, finding a resource to where you might be able to find some type of print on demand company where you can make like your own fun merch as your channel grows, right? Because right now you probably don't have like tons of super fans to where the numbers would work out. But once your channel goes, I would just put that one on the back burner. And then as your channel gets bigger and you have more people that are just coming back and watching each video, that's where you would, you know, put out something like that. On crowdfunding, you could definitely do that to where it's like, hey, down your video description, a quick buy me a coffee link or something like that, to where you're like, hey, if you are, you know, if you enjoyed this video, you know, drop me a tip here or whatever. It helps support the channel, something like that. You can use that kind of language with buy me a coffee. And then with sponsorships, I would really just focus on the affiliate thing for you, because I think if you did the email route, like you mentioned as well, I think if you did that, that would really give you that opportunity to really build an entire business around your channel to where you're just constantly, you know, touching the people that are interested in the jerseys and other sports memorabilia, and just create a discount club and just shoot out those messages, letting people know, you know, when you have those discounts available. And then what that turns your channel into is your channel becomes like top of funnel, right? So it's like, hey, top of funnel. So that means that people, like, this is the first place they get introduced to me. Goal of the channel is to, of course, create content that adds value to them. But also with each video, I'm spreading awareness that I have the discount club. For the people that go down there into the discount club, now they're in my, you know, system, so to speak. And then from there, you know, I can continually, you know, bring attention to all the different, you know, promotional stuff. So I would definitely consider that. So let's see here. Next up on the list. So we're gonna do another one here. And let me see. So if you're enjoying this so far, just give it a thumbs up. Just kind of that's my feedback mechanism. Lets me know that you are enjoying the content. If you haven't gave it a thumbs up yet, maybe you have. I don't know, but if you haven't. And by the way, I've got a bunch of helpful links for you guys down in the description as well, a bunch of YouTube related stuff. I'll tell you exactly what it is. We got Streamyard down there, which is what I use to live stream this. We got TubeBuddy, which helps you like manage your YouTube channel, test your thumbnails, stuff like that. I got TubeSpanner down there, which has like all the stuff that all the other tools don't have. It's like a assistant essentially for your YouTube channel. Free music for your content through our service Creator Mix. I've got a Camtasia link down there. It's what I use to like do screen recording, stuff like that. And then of course a direct link to Spreadshop as well, and my Best Creator Tools website, where it has like all the different tools that, you know, that I use and recommend for my channel as well. So now we're going to do another one, and we're just going to do this one. We're going to do Uscreen 11 is this one. And just as a reminder, for those of you that are just joining us, this stream we are looking at YouTube channels and we're brainstorming on ways that they can monetize. So we've looked at a couple of gaming channels. We looked at a true crime channel. We looked at a football merchandise channel. Or soccer, depending on where you're at in the world, soccer/football. We looked at a Lego channel as well. And we looked at a pet channel so far. So the whole thing that we're doing is we're just brainstorming. So we're pulling up channels and we're like, hey, hey, what are some, what are some opportunities that they're missing out on in order to make more money from their content outside of YouTube. So the information we're sharing, it applies to channels that aren't even in the YouTube partner program yet. So if you're just getting started, this information is still information that you can use on your YouTube channel. So we're going to draw this. Here we go. Drum roll. Tojo TV, Tujobby TV, Tojob TV, Tojob TV. So let's see here, YouTube.com, and then let's see if we got Tojo BTV. Okay, let's see what you got here. Make sure you're uploading on a regular basis. So we got 2 days ago, that's good. Let's see here. Okay. So let's see what type of content you are doing. Okay, motivational speaker, life coach, podcaster. Okay, easy. So you're a motivational speaker. Of course, getting gigs for that, getting speaking gigs, all that is probably what you're doing already. Using your channel to drive awareness about your life coaching business. Of course, that's another one. And then if you're a podcaster, then of course you're probably doing some of this stuff already over there. But in your case specifically, I would definitely, let me check this link out here and make sure that you are sending people to, let's see here, easy locale. I'm not sure what this is. Yeah, that's confusing. I'm not sure what this is. So if this is like a place for people to like hire you, it's definitely not clear. I wouldn't even do that. Instead, I would just let people know in your video descriptions that they can send you an email instead, or I would build your own website to where you can offer those services on your website. Because here's something that I can tell you is that when people are looking for, like products and services and stuff, presenting yourself in a professional way makes a big difference, especially when you are, providing services like you are providing, like life coaching. That professional reflection can make a really big difference because people will make judgments on your service based on how you're presenting that service, right? So because of that, I would definitely get a website together. You can use websites like Wix and places like that, but just keep in mind, make sure that you're using like the paid versions where it takes off their little pop-ups and things like that, because that kind of discredits what it is that you're doing, right? So, so I would definitely make sure that you're doing that. Demon's Row, thanks for Super Chat, man. Says some love because I haven't been around. Hope you've been good, Nick. Definitely good, man. Hope that you are also doing fantastic. Thanks for the super chat. I appreciate it. So as we keep on going down this list, I'm going to look in your description. So one thing really quick, just to give you a heads up, just putting like a date as a title, like that's not gonna work. Like if you have like a gigantic YouTube channel to where just based on numbers and the amount of people that know you, you would get a certain percentage of people clicking on your video, that in those cases it can work. But in this case right here, you're just trying to get off the ground. That is definitely not what you want to use for titles. You want to make an actual title and make sure that it's a compelling title, because if you don't do that, people aren't going to click on what it is that you're doing, which makes the effort that you're putting into it, not worth it essentially. But also little details, like you still have like the KineMaster watermark, like on here, I would get that stuff off of there, because, all of these things are things that are a reflection of you. And if you're offering services like life coaching, these are things that will degrade the perception of that service, if that makes sense. So let's see here. So Terry, I'm looking for something that I can click into that's content. Let's see here, my new light. You know what, I'll just click into this one here real quick, and let's just see what you've got down in the video description. Okay, so another thing, never use an intro like this on your YouTube channel. If you're like live streaming or anything, like for no reason, don't, like I'm 30 seconds in and like we haven't even gotten past like all this intro stuff. Like if you want to get more views on your videos, just remove all of this stuff. And just when your video starts, just get right into the content itself. Let's see here. Video produced and edited by you, Toby V, great pricing. Oh, okay, you do have a website. Got it, okay. Oh, it says that it can't be reached. Okay, so just as a heads up, you don't want to be sending to dead links either in your video description. So I'm just double checking. Yeah, so your website isn't coming up for me. So that's like another thing that you need to fix there. So here, I don't know, like with your new light, if you're talking about, yeah, I'm not sure exactly what it is that you are, like what this is about. Yeah, you know, like I'm gonna be honest, like I'm not getting much clarity on what it is that you're offering here on the channel. Like here it says motivational speaker, life coach, and podcaster, but none of that is being reflected on like what it is that I'm seeing here. Here we go. Here's a motivational, inspirational one. So let's click on this one. Let's see here. Okay, so in your case, the thing that I would default to is I would go for any of your motivational content that you make. First, again, motivational videos, inspirational, successful, like those aren't that, like that's not a title, right? That's stuffing keywords there to try to get views that way. But the way that you get views on YouTube, and this is important for everybody to know, because I know everybody, you know, everybody's, you know, like we all start somewhere, right? So when people are starting YouTube channels, they do stuff like this, and it's pretty common. But what you want to do to start leveling things up is you want to start just writing titles in natural language that would compel somebody that is into motivational content to click on it. So for example, maybe you target a very specific life problem, or maybe you target, you know, something like that, so that when you are publishing that content, it gives people a reason to actually click on it, right? But the thing that I would do in your particular case is I would lean on linking to, as an affiliate, I would sign up for Audible's affiliate program, or any, you know, books that people can listen to or buy and, you know, and actually get the book. I would link to those for your channel. And I would make sure that you're recommending those and you're letting people know, like, hey, just a quick heads up, I've got, you know, a link to my, you know, my 5, you know, favorite motivational books down in the description below. And just do a quick, you know, a quick mention of that to spread awareness that you have those things available. And then, you know, keep moving on with the actual content from there. So in your case, since it is, you know, motivational, you know, related content, then I would definitely find motivational or inspirational or success books that you stand behind, that you've, you know, read and that you really enjoy, and then sign up for the affiliate programs for those, and then start putting those in your descriptions. Keep in mind, Audible is an Amazon company, so if you do connect with them as an affiliate, make sure that you do put the right disclaimers down in your description, because, you know, your account can get taken away if you don't put that. Plus, as an FTC disclaimer, like FTC requires that you also have a disclaimer in your description letting people know that you have, you know, affiliate links for anything that's an actual, you know, affiliate. Let's see here. So next up, we're going to do another one here. Let me take this down. Go giveaway. All right. Definitely need to get a drum roll in here. Let's do, and I think, hold on really quick. I need to check something, because I think it's at 11:30, but it might be 11. If it's at 11, then let me see here really quick. Okay, it is 11. Okay. So on that note, I have a members only live stream that I have to, that I'm actually going, that I scheduled that I have to go do. So I'm going to end this today, but I do want to remind everybody that this is brought to you by Uscreen. So definitely make sure that you check out Uscreen and get the details on that at uscreen.tv. You spell it like this, or the link is down in the description where you can go check that out yourself. I'm going to be doing one of these streams for monetization for the next 2 weeks as well. So make sure if you enjoyed this, that you definitely swing back in for the next one, because you see, it's just random channels, right? We're just pulling up people and we're brainstorming on different ways that they can make money. And I'm going to put a link to the previous stream here. So if you enjoyed this particular one, then you can go ahead and click into that one next if you're watching this on the replay. Thanks everybody for hanging out, and have an awesome rest of your week, and I'll see you next time.